Welcome back to Conan Exiles, everybody. In the last episode, let's take a look at the map. We started off down at the Broken Highway, made our way up through the Noob River, past the Sentinels, and we stopped by Shellback Hollow so that we could learn sorcery. And then we proceeded to go around the northern side of the unnamed city into just past Sepamaru here, and we decided this is where we're going to do our base. So while I was off camera, I went and took my trusty stone pick and stone axe and went out and gathered this amount of stone and wood. In addition to that, I started laying a perimeter wall out for this entire area. This is where we're going to put our front entrance gate in the future. I think this area is going to be great. I think it's going to be plenty big enough to get all the things that we want to get in here. So, okay. So on today's episode, I'm not going to bore you with watching me lay a bunch of blocks. But, let's see. We are going to take a tour through Sepamaru and Westfall and whatever this is. We haven't uncovered this yet. When we went into Shellback Hollow Cave, we picked up a smidgen of corruption up there. And you can see that in the upper left-hand corner of the picture. You can see just a little hint of purple up there. And that's going to give me a good excuse to take you by where Conan hangs out in Sepamaru. And so we'll just run over there and take a little tour of the city real quick, get this corruption wiped off, and then we'll decide what we're going to do. Oh, on another note, just gathering that stone and that amount of wood, we've made it to almost level 16. Now we haven't spent our knowledge points. I did do the attribute points, but we didn't spend any of our knowledge points yet since last episode. I guess we ought to do that real quick. Let me run through that. And let's see, we're going to definitely do Thrall Taker. And we're going to need to do Armorer so we can get our Armorer's bench. Let's see under construction what we want. We'll go ahead and take, well, we'll hold off on those. Those aren't pressing. Let's see if there's anything else in here that we want. Anything under decoration, nothing pressing. Furniture maker, we'll hold off on the artisan table, getting the artisan table for a little bit. Let's go on over to survival. We will do bed shaper. And we'll hold off on the healing wraps. The blacksmith, we'll take that. Carpentry, we'll take that. Iron tools, we'll definitely take that so we can get rid of these stone tools because, oh my god. Tannery, tanner's table, gotta have it. Journeyman butcher, we're going to hold off on that. But we will get a little bit better campfire. We will hold off on apprentice tinker. We will hold off on the stable master. Alright, let's take a look at this. Definitely going to go with maces. I'm a fan of maces, and that's what I play with. Flanged iron mace, gotta have it. Don't really need the iron short sword. That's going to wind up being an agility weapon, not agility build. We're using a strength build. Flanged iron mace. Okay, we will step up to the wooden targe. We will not do any agility daggers right now. Archery, we'll just stick with what we have. Let's go over here to armor Let's see if there's anything available. I really don't see it. Okay, we have 9 points left. We'll just hold on to those. And it looks like we're good to go. Let's see if there's anything new in here. Okay, on to the tour of the city. Couple blacksmiths. And we have just discovered Waterside. So on the map, as you can see, I told you last episode that there was like 3 cities that make one big city here. Sepulmaru here, Waterside here, and Westfall over here. But it's all like one big city. Moving on. Okay, the person that I'm going to now, this is usually a dancer, an entertainer, and it is a dancer, but this is a one. You always want to kind of look here. Uh, this is a great place to get thralls. There's no doubt about it. So you just have to check back, and you can get, tier 4 thralls out of here all the time. Now we are set, and look at that. There is a tier 4 priest. Too bad we don't have our stuff set up. This sometimes is a dancer, construction worker, smelter, you name it. It could be anybody. You always want to check that person. Again, another group of set dudes. I'll just jump off here onto the tent. Okay, for those of you who don't know what this building is here, this is where Conan hangs out. Let's go say hi to Conan. Howdy, Conan.
So you live. Any fool can see that you need answers. Left hanging for the vultures on
There are always dancers here, and they're usually always dancer 3s. You can take these people. It's a little bit of a pain because you get, whenever you decide to try to capture, let's say, one of these dancers, you have to eliminate the other 2. Conan doesn't really do anything. He won't bother you. He just stands there watching, and he doesn't get you. But you get guys from the outside here. These guys will come inside and try to attack you and kill you. And if you got this one guy that's walking around out here somewhere, he'll try to come in there and get you. But anyway, Conan hangs out there. Conan's bar. This is always a cook. Every once in a while you get a tier 4 cook out of that. Another dancer's always here. These guys, I believe, are construction, carpenters, yep. And these are usually blacksmiths. Down here, I don't know what these guys are. I think they're just archers, but nope, fighter. Fighter. I do know what this person is over here on this little island. It's always a cook. And you can get named cooks out of here a lot. Today it's just a cook one. That is a dungeon inside there. we'll talk about that at a later time. So far, I've only taken you through the portions of the city that are friendly to you, but there are factions inside this city that have groups of people, plunderers or pirates, thieves, bandits, whatever you want to call them, that will attack you. There are some right over there around these trees here. But I've been in this city so many times I know where they're all at, so a silver mine over there behind the peak of that mountain. When you come down through here, you want to be careful because these guys back in here will come get you. Um, they are not nice to you. Those guys over there, if you get anywhere close to being on that side of the street instead of this side, those guys will attack you. We don't want that to happen right now because remember, we're still wearing really, really bad gear and we still have our stone tools and stone sword. Well, we're going to be taking care of that soon. Right now, I just want to give you a quick overview of the route that I take when I'm looking for thralls through this city. This is always an alchemist, and you will get a named alchemist out of there once in a while. These couple of people back here you always want to check. Every once in a while you get a named whatever. This is sort of a mixed bag here, but you do want to check them. I've never gotten a named person off of this guy. I have this guy. So this guy varies. You just have to check. These are always alchemists. And you will get a named alchemist from time to time. You want to check these two people. There's always a dancer with some fighters back here. You always want to check. Today it's just a dancer too. Performer, dancer, same thing. Entertainer. There's always a taskmaster here. There's a guy out here on the dock. I've never had him be worth anything. This could be a dancer at times. Today it's an armor. Kind of want to check that guy. I've never had anything good come out of that guy on that dock. Pier, dock, whatever. There are a lot of merchants in this area. Let me show you where we are on the map. This is the prison. We're going to go in that in just a minute. And there are a lot of merchants. There are a bunch of archers out here, and we're going to go through the whole thing. Anyway, there's a merchant. These are just all merchants. However, these are fighters and always a dancer here. You want to check those people over. Let's run out to the prison. There got some fighters out here. There's always two taskmasters. This is one of them. What is this guy? He looks like Conan, doesn't he? Huh. The other taskmaster is here. Sweet outfit. See ya, sweet cheeks. These doors over here, you can get through them, but you gotta squeeze past these guys to get through them. We'll just go back out the way we came in. Anyway, a lot of merchants. Again, check those people. Over here is always a group of archers. Every once in a while you'll get a named archer out of this. You just have to check them. It's usually this guy. This can be a dancer, whoever, whatever you want to check this person. You definitely want to check these people out here and these two right here. So if you want to check anybody, you just check them out. However, I never get anything out of these people here or these people up on the top. So I'm not going to bother today, but that pretty much concludes this. And if you, in case you can't tell, that's where we're building right there. That's our base. So let's go back up here and figure out what we're going to do. I know we've got to get some floor laid, a section of flooring, because we've got to get some benches in, because we've got to get busy. I mean, we've got to get better armor. We've got to get some better weapons. We got to get a little friendly thrall machine laid down so we can get some thralls in here and make some friends. But first, let me go into settings. Let's go to audio. Somebody told me that you couldn't hear me very well, so I'm going to go ahead and turn this up a little bit. And let's see if that winds up being any better. Like I said, off camera yesterday, I went out and started getting materials. And of course, this is just the cheap sandstone blocks. And I laid out a pattern for our floor. And this will be the starting height of our floor. And this will be the exterior wall. That way over here. I'm going to build this base probably different than what other people do. A lot of people like to put everything under one big roof. I like to do a little RP. So we're going to have a blacksmith combination smelting shop, and then we'll have a tannery. Well, let me take a look at it. Well, we don't really know that much, but under the smithing shop, we're going to have the blacksmith's bench, a smeltery, and we're not going to put the tannery in there, but we will put the armorer's bench in there. Then I'll have a carpentry shop that has a carpenter's bench, but that's where I'm probably going to put the tanner's table and the tannery. And then we'll build a house, and we'll probably put cooking in the house, yada yada. Anyway, let's see what we're going to do here. Again, we're going to have to lay some floor down, and we need to get some benches in. So I guess we ought to do that. And I know you don't want to watch me lay floor, so I might edit this out. We'll just see how it goes. I'm going to waddle with this stuff on my back for a while. And I really don't want it to be in the way, but I do want to get, we'll just lay some down in here. It's going to wind up having floor in it anyway, so. I probably will edit some of this out so you don't have to sit here and watch me do this. Just pick up that torch and move that out of the way for a moment. the boxes. You know, you can move boxes with the contents in them. That is a nice feature on this game, is that you can do those things. Okay, let me move those back. Good enough. Okay, now we have a little bit of space to work with. Let's move this torch out here on the corner. Under crafting stations, one of the first things we're going to need to do is bring up a furnace. Each furnace costs 500 stone, so let's grab some stone. Let's pop in a furnace. Let's put that back. We'll just hold on to the wood. Now eventually we'll reorganize this into the buildings that we're going to have out there. Like I said, we're going to have a blacksmith, smeltery, armor shop, and then we'll have a carpentry, tanner's table, tannery, artisan place, and whatnot. But for the time being, we're gonna pop some things in here because we need to get going. Okay, so there's a smelter, and let's do. We need iron. Okay, so I guess we will be going to get iron. That's what we're doing. We can't do anything. While I was out gathering the stone and the wood, the path that I went to go get it also had coal. So I picked up coal while I was out there. I picked up some fiber. I made some twine. And so let's go grab some iron. I'll tell you, this area is good for a lot of reasons. You got lots of trees. You've got lots of stone, lots of wood. There is a lot of coal. There's a lot of iron. I mean, it's, excellent for thralls. You cannot beat it for gathering thralls, I'll tell you, especially worker thralls. You want to find a blacksmith, you'll find it in Sepamaru. If you want to find a tanner, you'll find it. And you know what, we will go through here and we'll just kill these guys if they attack us, and I know they will, so what the heck. Hello, brother. Look at maybe taking a few pieces of meat off of this guy. Let's throw all that out. We'll just hold on to the savory flesh. I see we just leveled up. We'll take care of that here in just a second. So on the map, this is where we're at. This is our base. And we just came right down through here, went across this edge of the lake, and right across to here. This is right underneath where it says Relic Watcher Rise. Okay, let's take care of our attribute. Bam. Combo Master, of course. So we're already up to 10 strength, 5 vitality, and 1 grit. And we are now level 16. Okay. Oops. There is quite a bit of iron here. And before I get full, I will show you all of the iron that is at this location. There is iron, and there's 2 lumps, 3 lumps of coal there. If you climb up here onto this ledge, you'll see quite a bit of iron. A lot of good iron up here. We need to repair our stone pick. And we'll just chunk the crystal out for the time being. We're going to go ahead and throw that bit of stone out, even though I know I need it, because I want to get as much iron as I can on this trip. There's a lump of coal there, one there, one there. A lot of rock, more coal. There's iron up there on this little upper area, but the iron that I want to go get is right down here. By the way, there's more coal there. There's another lump of coal right there. There's a couple coals there. There's some iron there. I think there's another coal right back there. There's coal here. And then there's iron over here, along with more coal. So now you know one of the reasons why I wanted to come over here and build. It's nice when you don't have to like travel halfway across the map to go get resources. And it's relatively safe. You just have to know where you are and stay away from certain things. And as long as you do, you're okay. Again, more coal. It's actually really good for coal. It's good for iron and coal. It's an amazing place. Alright, let's see how heavy we are. 75, okay. want to be careful there. That's the Khalil's stronghold. That's a dungeon in there, and that's a pretty tough dungeon. And those guys standing up there are no joke at this level, so you want to stay away from them. Oops. Well, there are a few archers and a really bad dude up there. You just want to be careful around here. Okay, that's about all we're going to be able to get, so we're going to head back and get this iron into the smelter and make some iron bars. A lot of people build there on their other videos, I've noticed, or right down here and there together. Oh, I guess we ought to dump that iron into the smelter, right? Okay, let's put some coal in there. Let's get that going. We'll add a little bit more coal to that. Put these rocks in there. Let's put our savory flesh in there. Go ahead and cook it. Let's grab a little bit of that coal and throw it into the furnace. That's good for an hour and a half. And we're going to be making 245, 49 bars. That's okay. So basically that little run will net you on with a stone pick 250 bars of iron. But we'll remedy that stone pick here in a bit. Gonna hold off on the Tinker's Bench. Let's go over to Survival and take a look. Firebolt Cauldron will be coming. Yeah, we'll do that. let's see, what is next here? You've got the iron mace, which is a little bit better than the flanged mace, but we can't do that until 20. But that'll be our next get. Okay, what all can we build at this moment? Alright, we need the 50 iron bars, 250 stone, just so we can do a blacksmith's bench. And an armorer's bench is going to cost us 25 twine, 100 wood, 200 stone. And I think I've already got the twine made up. I've got 50, so we're good there. We just need to get, well, I guess we can go ahead and make that one. Let's see. Armorer's bench, 200 stone, 100 wood, 25 twine. So let's do that. 200 stone. I think it said 100. And what, 25 twine? Yep, armorer's bench. So I figure we'll just put a blacksmith bench here, and then I guess I'll just put the armorer's bench over here. It's temporary right now, so what the hell. And now we can make a few items. Some of this stuff is DLCs. You know, I can't remember what DLCs that I have. I know that I have 4 or 5 DLCs, but it was mostly for the building pieces. Some of the gear is okay. I don't really use it, but I'll show you when we get to that point. Okay, let's take a look at what else we can do here. We know we're going to have to make the blacksmith bench. We're waiting on the iron bars. We just made the armorer's bench. We've got 1 smelter. We know we're going to need a tanner's table and a tannery. So the tannery itself is also going to require bark. I have no bark, so let's go gather some bark with these trees right here on the property. For anybody that doesn't know, you gather bark with a pick. I see YouTubers all the time who claim they've played this game a lot, and they do the funkiest harvesting with different things. I saw a guy last night said, "Oh, I got hundreds of hours in the game." Well, I'm gonna have to go get some stone. He says, "I've got hundreds of hours in the game," and he was harvesting some animal with a friggin' axe. I was like, "Hey, you don't harvest it with a fucking axe, bro." Oh, what am I doing? Oh yeah, I need a little bit of that. You use certain tools to harvest animals or people, and they all have specific uses. You use a meat cleaver to get meat. You use a skinning knife to get hides or leathers or, whatever. I mean, that makes sense, right? And you use a pick to get bone and whatever goodies, keys and stuff off of things, but what are we up to? 105. Okay. Alright, that ought to do it. Let's repair this guy. We can throw those out. Don't care for the vines right now. Don't need them. Throw that stone back in the box. Go ahead and put the... Well, we'll hold on to it for a second. Let's see, what do we need to do that with? 50. Okay. Oops, wrong box. Alright. We also need 100 wood, 200 stone. And now we can make our tannery, which for the moment we'll just stick here. Sounds good. And the tanner's table is another 100 wood. So let's make that. And let's stick the tanner's table right next to the tannery. That looks good. Wow, I got that cattywampus. Let's fix that. Better, sort of. Good enough. Alright. Now we need our blacksmith bench, but let's see if we've got 50 bars yet. We do. Okay, what else do we need? We need 250 stone. And now we can make our blacksmith bench, which I'm going to pop in there because I'm going to move this light torch. Looks good. Now we can move this placeable, and we'll just smash it up next to those trees. Yeah, that'll work. Alright, we have a tanner's table, a tannery, we have an armorer's bench, one furnace, and a blacksmith's bench. Let's see if we can use anything else at this time. We could use a carpenter's bench, which is 250 wood and 100 stone. That's 250 wood. And I think it's at 100 stone, right? I hope I didn't get that backwards. Nope, we're good. We'll just stick that puppy... You know what, we'll just move it over so I can walk between them. We'll just put it there. Looks great. Okay. Alchemy. If we want to do alchemy, we need 10 iron bars, 100 wood, 50 stone. Yeah, we'll do it. 50 stone, 100 wood. And I think it said, what, 10 iron bars? Alrighty. Alchemy bench. I'll just stick that over here for the time being. Alchemy bench, and we also need a firebolt cauldron. But before we do that, let's look down here at companions. We're going to need 50 iron bars alone just to make the lesser wheel of pain. Hopefully I didn't use all our iron bars. Oh no, we're going to be fine. We just got to wait for another 29 of them to be made. But, and we'll have enough for that other thing too. Whatever it was I was just talking about. So we were talking about that's a firebolt cauldron. That's going to be 50 iron bars. And then the lesser wheel of pain, that's another 50, so that's a total of 100. So yeah, we got that covered. But we need 50 twine for this guy alone, and I think I'll have to make more twine. Yes, so I need at least another 25 twine. I guess I better get that popping. Now that'll get it covered. Let's pop that back into the box. So now I've got a total of 65 twine. And let's see, that'll get that covered. And sorcery, we'll have to get that going. We'll have to make a trip down to a crystal cave, or cave that's got imps in it. That's where you find all the crystal. Alright, not going to worry about that right now. Not going to do that. That's just going to be 50, that's 70 twine. Did I not get that number right? Oops. Yeah, I do need to make a little bit more, don't I? We'll make another 20 twine. Just go ahead and make another 10. Now I've got enough twine to do everything I want. Running a little low on fiber. We'll have to go get some more fiber soon. Good thing I did some stone and wood off camera. Okay, 50. Let's see, what is more important? Well, I'm going to say it's this guy, the lesser wheel of pain. We need 200 wood, 200 stone, 50 twine. So I need 200. 200 of that. And 50 twine. And with those bars, we now have enough to make our lesser wheel of pain. And I'm thinking, right here looks great. So there we go. Now, the thing is, these truncheons that you can make at first are absolutely horrible. Horrible. But that's what you've got to use until you can make a better one. And to be honest with you, let's see, survival, you can't do that until you get to the wheel of pain, which is at level 30. And right now, because you can make an iron truncheon superior to the truncheon you can make right now, but the really good one, which is the steel truncheon, you can't make until you get to level 50, when you can do the greater wheel of pain. But man, you know, the iron truncheon is still not the greatest thing in the world, but it is far superior to this piece of trash truncheon that you can make here. But we'll have to make that, so we're going to need to get some leather, made, and in order to be able to make this truncheon. And then, where's the rope? There it is. Fiber bindings. That's just plant fiber made into twine. So, yeah. Okay, can't do anything with that. Now, let me take a look and see if there's anything else that I want to do real quick. Armor's bench, done it, done it, done it, done it, done it. Already got it. Got this. Need to make that. Ain't worried about it. Not gonna do it at the moment. Got it made. But in order to do this, we need some leather. We gotta go kill some things. What we need to do is make a better weapon. And in order to make, let's see, what mace can we do? We can do this bloodletter mace, which is not too bad, or the medium maze, which that's DLC. Where's my flanged maze? There, non-DLC game flanged maze. We need 30 iron bars and 5 branches. Let's put some branches in this puppy. I got plenty of those. We'll just put half of them in there. Okay, so where did that thing go? There it is. Well, we need 2 bars. There we go. Let's pop that in there and let's make ourselves a flanged mace. And let's see what we can do over here. Well, what we really want is heavy stuff, but that takes a lot of iron. So it looks like we'll have to settle for medium. Not quite as much iron, but still need iron. So we can make a medium harness with 23. We can make a medium task with another 18. That's 43 to 41 bars total. Yeah, we can do that and still make that other thing, the cauldron. We might just hold off on the cauldron. Okay. Voila, our first new weapon. The iron flanged mace. We can now trash the sword. Like I said, we can now trash the sword. And we have a brand new iron mace. Feeling stronger already. What about a shield? 12 iron bars, 16 wood. Let's grab the wood. We'll just put 100 of it over there. Do we have enough? Almost. 12 iron bars. Pop that in there, and we can now make ourselves a wooden tars. That means we can get rid of this old wooden shield. Voila, we now have a wooden shield. Now let's see again what it takes to make that medium harness. That's 23 iron, so it's going to take a while. We might as well go kill some things. Get the leather going. Now we're not going to need the cleaver, but we will need our skinning knife, so we'll pop that down into our action bar. We're still doing this with garbage armor. That's exciting, isn't it? So you got a green, well that looks green to me. Then you got the purple dudes. The purple dudes are way tougher. I'll wait for him to come back. Come over here, boys. Yeah, we don't really need the meat right now, but our first little bit of hide. You know what? Let's just see how tough the purple ones are. Hello, motherfucker. Not that bad. Again, don't really want the food. We're doing okay on food. Let's go get our next victim. Oh, I I stole one of your babies. You can harvest the hides off of these young little turtlings, whatever you want to call them. Bring it on, sweet cheeks. Oh, I got both of them. Nice. Yeah, that hurt a little bit. Shit. I gotta quit being stupid here. Damn it. I'm not gonna let you kill me. Alright. Let's quit being stupid. Matter of fact, let's just use a potion. Let's try this again. Oh, they were tougher than a damn purple shellbacks. What the hell? Better hold on to the horns. Need that for some armors. Oh, hey, we leveled up. I think we'll do one of grit. Moving on. I don't see anybody else down here to get. So we'll go up here. Well, that dude went flying. I will show you something interesting. I'm sure that most of you know this. Some of you may not know it. But let's engage one of these guys. Archer team. Okay. Oh, crap. Guy tried to use his Kopesh on me. Oops. I shall knock thee on thy ass. Oh, that guy almost killed me too. What the hell's wrong with me? That is just not impressive, is it? Man, I'm wearing shit, but whatever. Okay, so what some of you may not know is, hey, you can get hides off of skinning these jokers. And there you go. A little bit of hide off of people. Let's see what else they've got. Well, that dude's got some wolf pelts. And this guy's got, is that Kopesh any good? 16.8? 1424? Nah, we'll take that advanced weapon repair kit. So anyway, that's what I wanted to show you. You can get hides off of skinning people with a skinning knife. Let's go grab another one. Let's see what we got here. Now I know I'm going to pull the other guy too. He's an archer 1. He's an archer 2. Let's just get you, if it's possible. Get him higher. Those damn arrows do kind of hurt, man. Oops. You know what? I am going to forego that. Those damn arrows are hurting, you son of a bitch. A little zigzag pattern here. Abort! Abort! Okay, we better just take what we've got back to the camp before something kills me. Besides, it is getting dark. Could get that shell back real quick if he comes over here. Hello, brother. I guess we're going to get the other guy too, huh? Alright, we'll hold on to everything we got here and we'll head back to camp before we can't see. We will throw the wolf pelts in there. That is rhino, elephant, feline, wolf. We'll craft those. But we're going to put these in here. Well, actually, we're not going to put all of them in there. We'll put half of them in there because you need to hold on to some hides for certain kind of gears because they actually use hide. We'll put those horns in here. Drop off this meat. And for the time being, I'll just chunk this guy down here in the corner. Okay, gotta have some bark. To run the tannery. Let's crank that up. And we'll make a little bit of leather. Okay, well now I have 98 bars of iron left. And that is all of it. But we will be able to make, that's 23, 33, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 41, 51 to 53 bars is what we need here, if my math is right, for a helmet, a chest piece, and the legs. We just got to wait on the leather. We need 15, 26, I don't know, a little under 40 pieces, and we're going to have it. So that's awesome. Just got to wait for that to be made. Now let's look at repairing stuff, and I know it's going to cost us iron. It's going to be forged to do that puppy. And so what I'm just going to chunk all of it in there. Alright, repair. And let's just repair that here. But that also takes wood. We'll need some wood in there too. We'll just take all of that. Pop that in there. Good as new. Stone skinning knife, just take stone. We'll repair that. It's going to be a few minutes. You want to see the lights of Seppa Maru, or what is the name of it? Westfall. There are the lights of Westfall over there. I think this is going to make a pretty nice base. Well, the moon is almost down, so the sun will be coming up. Awesome. Do we have enough to get this going? 15 that, medium padding. That's light, medium. Oh, twine. We'll just take half of that twine. Chunk that in there. And let's see, medium harness. Well, crap, what am I doing? It should give it to me to craft it. Medium padding. I know we're going to need two, so I'll craft two. I need to steal a little bit of that. Stuff runs pretty slow without good thralls. It's just the way it is. Alright, medium harness coming up. That means we can get rid of that coarse tunic and its armor value of 2. All right. Medium harness. I'm feeling stronger already with our armor rating of 78. All right, we need the legs. That's going to be another 12 leathers. We've got 2, so I need 10. We're at 7. I need 3 more. If my math is correct. That ought to get it. Medium tasset coming up. That means we can get rid of this. Which I think it had an armor value of 1. Didn't it? Let's see. Yep. So together those were armor rating of 3. Terrible. Alright, let's put on our new legs. Now we're up to 119 armor rating. That's not too bad. Better than what we were. And we have a decent weapon. Well, sorta. I need to make some more potions. Well, I've got 4. Let's see. Oh, by the way, you also get human flesh, which you could cook and eat. I will not. Or you can put it into the fluid press when you get that later, and you can get blood out of it. But we don't need it right now, so we're just going to chunk it. It's going to degrade anyway. Alright, let's go ahead and make... Oh wait, we've got an alchemy bench. We can make better potions now. Yes, we can. Instead of weak aloe, we can make regular aloe. So we'll craft some of those up. Now, that stuff is spoiling a lot today. What the hell? Alright, so what do we need to do now? Let's go back to our building menus. Already have the armorer's bench. We've got the blacksmith bench. We've got a furnace. We've got a tanner's table and a tannery. We have a carpenter's bench. We have the alchemist's bench. We don't have the firebowl cauldron. We do have the lesser wheel of pain, but what we don't have is the truncheon made for it because we need 8 pieces of leather, which I have here. So let's make that puppy. Let's see here. Oh, wrong thing. This is 5 branches and 5 plant fiber. So I need 5 of those. And 5 of those. Let's craft ourselves a truncheon. Voila, truncheon. Now we also need a fiber binding. 5 twine, 5 plant fiber. 5 twine, 5 plant fiber. 1 unbelievably cool fiber binding. Alright, now we can actually go get a thrall and put him on the wheel of pain. What we don't have for him is gruel made up. I probably ought to put a little bit more wood on the fireplace. Kablam. And when you want to make gruel, that takes plant fiber and seeds, and we got plenty of that when we need to do it. Let's see. One thing you can't do when you drag a thrall back to your wheels is you can't climb rocks. You know, so we're going to need to put in a set of stairs here. Well, actually, we have stairs there that go all the way around the back side, so we don't need really a set of stairs to pop him on the wheel. Disregard me yapping. Okay. Let's go ahead and set up for that, just in case we find somebody that we want to use. Wow, that sun is stiff, isn't it? when you're low level like this and you're going over here to try to collect thralls out of Seppa Maru, and I'm just, from now on, I'm just going to call this entire thing Seppa Maru. I mean, you got Westfall, and you got the Temple Quarter, the Waterside, South Lake. To me, it's just Seppa Maru. You go over there, sometimes I've had as many people as, 7, 8, 9 people after me at a whack because I'm trying to steal somebody. So you got to be kind of smart about what you're doing. But I've learned a few tricks that I'll share with you while we're doing those things. Let's just see who we can find. I know I'd like to get my hands on an entertainer, so we're going to go check out the entertainers. I personally run around with an entertainer all the time because they remove corruption, so you don't ever have to worry about being somewhere and being overly corrupted and whatnot. Let's just climb up this house. And let's go check out this other dancer over here. That's a dancer one. Dadgummit. And let's see, is it Alchemist any good? Nope. Well, I don't want to say it's not any good. It's just okay. So Gam the Warren, Scout Right. I cannot remember what the hell Scout Right is. That's tier 4. Let me think. If we start banging on him, we're going to get those people coming after us, along with at least 1 or 2 people over there, maybe. But we're definitely going to get anybody who's walking by close down here. But let's give it a whirl. What do you think? Well, let's see. What? Scout Right. I cannot remember what a Scout Right is good for. I know this. I know if I want a blacksmith, to me the best blacksmith is an edgesmith. The edgesmiths make the best weapons. They do the most damage. I mean, not edgesmith, bladesmith. A bladesmith is the guy you want. And you know it's a bladesmith because it says bladesmith, plus it's got that little blue sword symbol up in the top corner of their little thingamajigger. But I don't know what a Scout Right is. There's just the one I do know is bladesmith. That's the guy. Oh my goodness, look at that. So there's a tier 4 set priest. So if I go for him, I know I'm going to get this guy and possibly all these fuckers. Her. We're gonna. I don't have a thing for that guy. I could put him in a box. It's pretty risky, man, considering that I've only got 119 armor rating. Let me think about my exit strategy and what I can do here. Okay, I have a plan. It requires me to grab a little bit of stone. And this is not necessarily a trick, but let's see here. That's probably enough. I'm gonna need a little bit of wood. 1 second. And let's get our building hammer out. Gotta put those back in my thingamajigger. Let's see what I can do with this. So I can build 7 of these little stone pillars. I bet you're wondering, what the hell is he doing? Well, I'm going to show you. If I do this, consider this cheating. I don't think he can get through there. Nah, it's impossible. So I just wrangled myself in here with this guy. I don't think anybody can get, well, maybe. Let me put in one more right here. Well, let's go to work. You'll see what I'm talking about here in a minute. Oops. Didn't mean to do that. And why isn't he fighting back? Come on, dude. Why are you fighting back? What those pillars are doing are keeping other people out. I don't really consider that cheating. I consider that good engineering. And with this damn truncheon, it's going to take a while to knock this fucker out. Oops. God, that is terrible, just falling off here. Good Lord, man, get up here and stay up here. If I could get around him and push him in another direction, it would be great, right? I know somebody's shooting at me. I can hear it. I just saw an arrow go flying by from my right. Dude, get up here. This truncheon is almost completely done, and he's not even just halfway out. I don't think the truncheon's gonna make it, and I don't have the stuff on me to repair it. That sucks. Let me take a look. Repair. Of course not. Need some leather and some fiber. So it's just not gonna make it. Yeah, it broke. Okay, so that's clearly not, but why I built those. Now I'll leave him alone, and whoever was going to come after me will just reset, given a minute or two. And what we will do is just take these back down and leave that little bit of stone and wood in our inventory so we can reuse them. Now I'm going to have to run all the way back and just have to make two truncheons, I guess. What the hell? Or if I could get a fitting for that truncheon, it would be great, but I don't have a tinker's bench up. We'll figure something out. But hey, he is tier 4, so it takes a lot. take to repair that thing? Leather and fiber. Well, got a little bit of leather. Let's go ahead and throw that in here too, just so I can have a place to repair things. Hey, what do you know? More bandages. Awesome. Alright, let's throw that one big piece of ironstone in there. Let's hold on to the other wood and stone in case I gotta make something. And let's see about making another truncheon. I need 8 pieces of leather. I don't think I have it. I do not. Let's go grab some hide. I mean, I've got some over there in the, but I didn't want to use all of my hides up, so. Hello. Buenos dias. Excuse me. Hold on there, big bud. I don't know why that didn't hit him. Oh, we leveled up. Okay, let's put in another point in the grit. Okay, so we have another 65 pieces of leather being made. We can almost make another truncheon. Apparently we're going to need it. I told you it was pretty bad, so I think we need a little bit of fiber and twine, right? Five fiber, oh, five fiber, five sticks. Okay, five fiber. And we can make a second truncheon. Okay, we have two truncheons and a fiber binding. So, voila. Let's see. Do we need anything else? Nah, not really. Although we could make our headgear if we want to wait here for a few minutes. What do we need for that? Medium helmet. That's going to be 8 plus some medium padding, which is 11. That's what, 19 pieces of leather total? Okay. And that'll just be a minute or two. Couple minutes. I need some more bark. Might as well just go grab some while we're waiting. There, that's a little bit better. Now we got almost an hour and a half of burn time. And I think we have enough to do our headpiece. One medium cap. And then we'll take the rest of this over for repairing our truncheons. Voila. Now we're up to 161 armor rating. We have a medium hat, medium harness, medium tasset. We just don't have boots or gloves. But hey, getting there. Alright, we have two truncheons now. So Let's go back over there and let's see what we can find. We'll just go backwards. Again, a lot of these guys right here aren't even worth looking at. I've never found anybody good off of them. But you do want to look at these two. It's a blacksmith 2, fighter 2, an armor 1, archer 3, a cook 1, archer 3, archer 3s and 2. I will tell you, one of the harder people to get is if this dancer is named and you whack on this person, you get a lot of people after you here. Anyway, dancer 2, not too bad, but I'd like to at least get a 3 or better. So we'll keep looking. Archer 1, cook 1, carpenter 1, archer 3, alchemist 2, 1, a dancer 1. I'm pretty sure the taskmaster over here is an apprentice. Let's check this dude out. Archer 3, fighter 2, a smelter 2, armor 1. Cat of 1,000 lashes, overseer. Well, there is a taskmaster. That's going to be tough because I've got a dude back here. Wow, it's a second one. Look at that. We've got 2 of these dudes. And a Stygian fighter 1. Now the other closest person is this dude here. And we've got this dude here, which is a blacksmith 2. This is going to be a little bit tough. Okay. More engineering. Oops, wrong thing. What I want is a pick. And I need this stone. And I need a tree. I still don't know if I have enough to do this, but we'll find out. Okay. I can make 12 pillars. What I want to do, I don't know if they can get, I don't think they can get through there, but I'm going to do this. Get off of there. And let's see what else I can do. I can make one of those without any more stone. I could use a little bit more stone here. Let's grab the pick. And we're okay on wood, I think. if they can get through that or not, but let's not take any chances. I don't know if they can get it, if they're going to come over that or not. They might. Yeah, I might need a little bit more stone. Okay, that should do it. Pain in the ass, right? Yeah, it is. Let's just go here. Now let's make sure we don't have any gaps that somebody might be able to get into. I think we'll be okay. Okay, so on to trenching one, we're going to take this person, this cat of 1,000 lashes, and I put up all these pillars, and it's to keep people from coming in here. I hope they can't get through that gap. I'll tell you what, I can still make... No, I can't. Let's take that one down. So I don't think they... Ooh, goodness. Well, let's put that one back. And let's move this one a little bit to like right there. So now they can't get through that. Let's adjust this one a little bit. Just turn it. Okay. Okay, let's TCB. Now they can reach in here probably and hit me, but don't get in here and get me. I guess I'm staying back. Shit, she reached me.
Identify yourself.
Let's switch over to the other trenching. Okay, she is knocked out. So we will rope her up. And now we will take down these guys now that these people have reset. Yeah, don't tell me it's cheating. Like I said, I call it good engineering. They're good as new. Alright, we just picked up a Cat of the Thousand Lashes, which is listed as an overseer, but she's a taskmaster. We will run her back and put her on the wheel. No one seems to care that I'm dragging somebody through the town, right? Kabloosh. Let's make up some gruel real quick. And we'll get her going. Yeah, we'll just keep a hold of that stone and wood for the time being. Okay, let's pull the seeds and the fiber off, put those back. Let's finish out that last bit of gruel. That actually gives us 120. We'll throw that onto the wheel. And let's crank it up. Now I did turn the crafting time down to where I think it doesn't take as long. I don't know how long it would take, but we'll find out. Anyway, Cat of the Thousand Lashes on the wheel. And when she gets done, if I could actually make another wheel, I might do that. And I may do that off camera. I'll probably go back and grab some more stone and wood and stuff, and I'll probably start adding some floor in here off camera. But you can see where I've started. So I'll have to finish out the perimeter. Yeah, run this on down through there, and I've got some perimeter over there that I need to do, and I'll probably do that off camera so you guys, I know you don't want to sit and watch me build, and I'm probably going to heavily edit this video anyway, so you don't have to watch me do things that are just boring. Alright, I am glad that you joined me for this episode. This was episode number 2, and in episode number 3 we're going to look at trying to get an entertainer, and we're going to look at trying to get a fighter, and we're going to try to get some other things done here at the camp. And that will conclude this episode, and I hope you have enjoyed it today. Hope you'll come back and join us for episode 3. And if you like what you saw today, I certainly hope that you will subscribe and leave comments. And if anybody leaves a legitimate comment, I will respond to them. So thanks for being here today, and we'll see you next episode.